Tesla details in a SEC filing that they lost about $140 million, or wrote down $140 million in losses for their digital assets, Bitcoin mostly, as an impairment charge. So in the accounting world, if you hold a digital asset on your balance sheet and the price of that goes down, well, you have to take an impairment against that. Basically, it allows you to recalibrate like the value of the assets on your balance sheet. And if you're holding Bitcoin, which has this nasty habit of going down 70 to 80% after a bull run, well, you really need to take advantage of that impairment. The story here, of course, is just that Tesla bought a lot of Bitcoin back in 2020, 2021, and now that Bitcoin is not worth quite as much. We'll get one take on it really quick before we go. Wendy, up to you.
Again, Bitcoin is a very volatile asset. I think it's a valuable asset, but it's also very volatile. And I'm excited to see that Tesla still got those diamond hands. And hopefully we will see some sort of integration from Tesla holding onto Bitcoin to Elon Musk eventually allowing Bitcoin for payments on Twitter.
I'll take it for a second.
Snack.
We heard Bitcoin as a treasury asset was like an emerging narrative with MicroStrategy and Tesla, and that has really taken a big hit with Bitcoin's price tumult, right? So I think whereas previously there were a lot of big corporations thinking about doing this, right? Okay, we can park our money in Bitcoin. It's going to give us better long-term yields than, an inflation siege dollar, right? So that was sort of happening, I think, at a conversational level. But I think like that whole story has really died away. And I think this data like this certainly doesn't help the case for any CFOs looking to endeavor down this path, because these CFOs have looked pretty silly, I think, in terms of how it's nuked a lot of value in some of these reserves. So, the fact that these numbers come out, not exactly surprising, right? You can just kind of do the math based on the price of Bitcoin, but certainly in terms of the narrative around this is something that corporations can hold to preserve wealth. I think that has really taken a hit along with Bitcoin's price over the last 18 months or so. Jen, last thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I'll go super quick. I think the experimentation that Elon put into this whole Bitcoin Tesla experiment, as we can see now, maybe didn't work out. And other CEOs are looking at this, Zach, just like you said, and thinking, I don't know if I'm going to dip my toes as much as they did. I just have to say, remember when Tesla started accepting Bitcoin for cars, and that only lasted 3 months. And I don't think a single person bought a car with Bitcoin. I look forward to the next bull market for more stories like this, and that's where I'm going to leave it.
All right, we'll leave
Maybe
it
not
there.
like this.
I'm cool with that.
More stories like that.
That's good. Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll just
Bearish,
leave it.
Jen.
Just
Bearish.
leave it there. It's all right. $1 million
It is a bear market. Leave her alone.
By 2030, it's booked.